So, have you ever heard the story behind this Christmas carol? This Christmas carol was written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and he was a poet. So he wrote a lot of poetry, but for a long time now he hasn't written any because he's gone through a really rough time. His wife died in a fire. Now, that would be horrible enough. Even just losing anybody close to you would be awful. And so he's had a real problem with depression. And then time came for Christmas. And Christmas or special holidays can be hard when you've lost somebody because, it's just like reminds you and you have to do it alone. And he wrote down in his journal, how inexpressibly sad are all holidays, because he was feeling so depressed. And then a few years later, his son joined the Union Army against his wishes. He did not want his son to fight in the war, but his son secretly went and did it. So the dad was very sad about that. And then the day came and he got a telegram to say that his son had been injured in the war. And this was around just like the beginning of December. And so Henry, the dad, he straight away traveled to where his son was, and started looking, trying to find him. It took him about 3 days looking through all the wounded soldiers, but he finally found him. And his son was barely breathing. He was just alive. But he was soon able to go home with his dad. But his dad didn't even know if he'd recover. He had a fever. And on Christmas Day, this was when he had the fever and they didn't know if he was going to recover. Christmas Day, the dad, Henry, wrote this poem, which is now a Christmas carol. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. So if you listen to the words of this hymn, on the one hand, it's kind of, depressing, but then you see the hope that he has. He has hope in God. And when things are black or maybe depressing, with God there is always hope. And this is what you can see in the song. And later on his son did recover and they were able to have a better relationship again. But I'm going to sing you this Christmas carol. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. And listen carefully to the words because it is quite a beautiful song.